The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. This quote was stated by Eleanor Roosevelt, with the indication that in order for a person to pursue their dreams, they need to believe in it immensely. The founding fathers left England for multiple reasons. Some left for God, some left for gold, others left for glory. With these various reasons kept in mind, they left for a common reason, which is they felt that their freedom was impaired by their government. Kimberly Amadeo, an American writer, defines the American dream as the ideal that the government should protect each person's opportunity to pursue their own happiness. This concept can be extended to creating a family. Now, every person is composed of a different anatomy, which they have no control of. Some are able to procreate while others cannot. The struggles of pregnancy can be physically and mentally draining. Couples need to be aware that there's more than one way to create a family, aside from the natural means. As aspiring medical professionals, we need to be equipped with the knowledge to assist families in understanding that they have more than one option. In this speech, I'll be discussing 3 options. The first option is adoption. There are many children that do not have places to call home, and there are many potential families that have homes but don't have children to fill them in. The second option I'll be discussing is insemination, which is basically injecting sperm into the womb. The third option is surgery. There are some procedures whereby men can use to relieve blockages in their penis. With all these options in mind, it conveys that there's more than one option to create a family, and it will be discussed further in the speech. On to my first point. The first option is adoption. According to Nicholas Zill, a research psychologist at the Institute of Family Services and a supporter to adoption, he states, the demand for adoptable infants are robust, as many couples experience impaired fertility, having put off trying to have children. Some couples delay having children for many reasons. It could be due to educational reasons. Maybe they're pursuing a PhD and don't want to deal with the financial constraints. It could be due to some being aspiring professionals wanting to be CEOs to multi-million-dollar companies. Or another option could be they want to be a partner in a law firm. With all these people in mind, their options should not be limited. Adoption would be the way to go for these type of people. On to my second point, which is intrauterine insemination. The procedure is basically injecting sperm into the womb in a controlled environment. This option is good for homosexual couples. Some couples during the adoption process may go through biases, and these biases sometimes cannot be avoided. So artificial insemination is the way to go. According to Dr. William Oblett, a gynecologist and a supporter of fertility research, he states, artificial insemination with homologous or donor sperm is nowadays a popular procedure, meaning it's not a big deal. Almost everybody in the world is doing it. It's common knowledge. You should do it. So people are using these options. People are using this as an option to solve their fertility needs. On to my third point. Some men may have variceals, which is basically preventing them from producing adequate sperm. A procedure called a varilectomy can be used to relieve the blockage. According to the Zura Institute, the procedure can increase the chance of pregnancy between 20 to 60%. Men, I don't know about you, but that's not 100%. And from what I've read, the chances of impotence increase greatly. As we all know, every procedure has a risk, but this risk can be avoided. With these options discussed, the best option is adoption. Adoption is the safest. According to the article, Adoption in the U.S., approximately 110 adoption cases were successful in 2014. With further research, it shows that number is declining. That number could be declining for several reasons, but the one reason that I read about was due to lack of support of people. People should be more supportive, especially when it comes to making a family. It does not matter the route that people take, it just matters that the goal is being achieved. This picture shows a father and a daughter. This picture shows a couple and their lovely daughter. This picture shows a single mom and her daughter, along with this picture showing a couple and their multiple children. And this is another picture of a couple and their children. The key idea to keep in mind is that people should be supportive when creating a family, and they should know their options and should not be limited. Thank you.